Hey, so I've never done a favorites video on my channel, and I thought that I would just condense all of my summer favorites into one video and let you guys know what I've been loving. Before we start, I'd like to say thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. If you need a website or a domain or an online store, I honestly recommend that you do it with Squarespace, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about my honest experience with them at the end of the video, so stick around for that. I'm going to start off in the fashion category, and the first thing, if you've watched any of my videos, you've probably seen these pants. They are these really cool camo pants. I thrifted them from a kind of like a reseller type of shop, so I guess they're not really thrifted, but they are secondhand, and they are in a grey camo style, and they tie up around the waist, and I think that the loose fit is really nice. I'm definitely going to be wearing these a lot more in autumn. Just because it has been so hot, I have been forcing myself to wear them, but I've also been sweating. So they're a favorite that I'm definitely gonna keep on wearing for the rest of my life. Another thing that I love, and like I always forget how much I love this until I find something with it, but pockets. So much room for things and stuff. So I can have lip balm in each pocket. You know, I probably shouldn't, but I can if I want to, and that's why I love these pants, really, because of the pockets. The next item is also thrifted, and it's from not the same shop but the same strand of resellers, and it is this orange Unburrow t-shirt. I bought this shirt because this is my favorite shade of orange, and I feel like I don't really see it anywhere. I love t-shirts, I love like casual clothing, so this has been a really good addition to my wardrobe. And again, I'm gonna keep wearing it until it gets too cold, and then I'll bring it out again next summer. I'm wearing the next thing that is on my favorites list, and it is these star earrings, and I got these off Princess Polly when they were having a big old sale, but I have also been wearing these non-stop, and I pair them with these little starfish earrings, and not much else to say about them. I just think that they're very cute. I'm super sensitive when it comes to everything, but especially jewelry. I can only really wear silver and gold, can't really wear nickel or plastic or anything that's not that will irritate my ears, but these have been really good. So if you're also sensitive, I would recommend these earrings, and this brand seems to be pretty cool. The last thing in the fashion category is this pair of Vans that I got, and they are the platform old school ones. Are they still old school if they're platform? Well, anyway, they're in the old school style, but they're platform, and they're super cute. They give you a bit of height. I'm not actually short, I'm like 170 centimeters, which is this tall in feet and inches. But I think that they look really cool, and I don't really have much else to say about them other than I think that they're cool. So let's move on. By the way, I have a little notepad here, that's why I keep looking up and down, just so I don't forget what I'm saying. Next category is music, and to be honest, I haven't been listening to a whole lot of new stuff this summer. I've kind of been like revisiting my old music, but the first thing I want to talk about is Aurora's album, and this came out in 2016, but I only found her last year. So especially late last year, I was just only listening to her album, which is called All My Demons Greeting Me as a Friend, and it's one of those albums that you can kind of bulk listen to for a really long time and then go off and listen to something else. When you come back, you'll find like new favorites. So I can't even really say what my favorite song off this album is, because at first it was the acoustic Murder song, and then it was Under the Water, and then it was Blackwater Lilies, and now it's the regular version of Murder song. So just if you haven't heard of her, I know a lot of you guys have because you've commented on my sketchbook video being like, I love Aurora, and like, me too, sis, me too. If you haven't listened to this album, it's probably the most highly recommended thing on this list, so go do yourself a favor. The next song is by a guy called Bill Wirtz, and I loved his new song La Di Da Di Da Di Da Di Deo, but recently I've just been listening over and over to his song New Canaan. It's kind of like very bittersweet, but if you just listen to it, you just have a good time, but then you listen to the lyrics and they kind of make you like, So yeah, again, Bill Wirtz is not a new thing for me. I actually found him through a Vine that's like, thanks for checking in, I'm still a piece of garbage. But yeah, that's a really good song. And I can't even say why it's a good song. I just really love that song. And the last song I'm going to mention is Water Baby by Tom Misk. Sorry. I followed him on SoundCloud for a really long time, but this song is just a slapper and a half. So if you're looking for some groovy new music, check it out. The next category are my YouTube favorites, and a lot of these people have been my favorites for a long time, so I thought that I'd just give them a mention, and then maybe in my next favorite videos I'll have some new ones. I tried to pick out very different YouTubers, so all of these people do like very different types of videos. The first person is Hitomi Mochizuki, and she is just one of the most real people on this platform. She does lots of videos around spirituality and just her life and mental health. I just really love her content, and I think that she's a very unique person on this platform. The next channel is Negative Feedback, and I've mentioned them on my Instagram. I mentioned them in my last video. They are a photography channel, and it's just they're just phenomenal. Even if you don't like photography, I would suggest this channel. They just have very high quality videos that are super interesting, and they kind of got me back into photography again, which is really nice. So yeah. The next person is someone I discovered when I was in uni doing a concept visualization drawing class, which is kind of like concept art. It's about, the class itself was about learning to use drawing as a tool for concept visualization, I guess. But this channel is run by a guy called Robertson, and in particular I love his sketchbook series. So basically he'll interview different concept artists, different concept visualization artists, and talk about their sketchbooks. And if you're into sketchbooks like I am, you'll really love this, even if you've never kind of looked into this art style. I think it's super interesting. I often have them on in the background while I do my own drawing. So yeah, Robertson, good channel for any artists to check out. My last YouTube favorite is a lady called Jonna Jinton? Why are J's sometimes Y's? I don't know, maybe I should look that up and educate myself. Anyway, she's a Swedish, very creative person, and she lives in the forest in North Sweden, I think, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Her videos are breathtaking. She has a beautiful Instagram as well, but I really love her content, and I just love seeing what she gets up to and where she lives, because she lives in such a beautiful place. Oh my god. Lastly, we just have the random category, and I don't have too many like random favorites, but one of my favorites is my new instant camera. It's an Instax Wide 300, and I bought this kind of because I love instant film. I really liked my Instax Mini 8, but I kind of wanted to take it to the next level, and I was not disappointed with this camera. I absolutely love it. I've only taken, I think, like 6 photos on it, but especially in natural light, the photos are just so beautiful. Like the colors and the quality is amazing, but the film is very expensive, and I think this is true for most instant film cameras. So if you're gonna buy film, buy it in bulk, because that seems to be a lot cheaper. The next is another camera, and it's my 35mm camera, and if you want to see me use any of these cameras, they are in my photo shoot in the city video, and you'll get to see a bit of a comparison of what each looks like, as well as a couple of my other friends' cameras. And my very last favorite for this video is Squarespace. So being a bit more serious, I have done a couple of videos that have been sponsored by Squarespace, and when they first reached out to me, I kind of like had a bit of a celebration, because I honestly have used Squarespace for like 2 years now, 3 years now even maybe, and they are the best like website platform out there. And I'm not even saying that because I'm sponsored, like this is my genuine opinion. So going back to when I was graduating university, I needed a website because I needed a portfolio, and I went with this other website platform, and I'm not going to say who it is, but they offered a very cheap price. So I thought, you know, I'm a designer, I know how to do web design. I don't. Anyway, I used this platform, and it was just not a good time. It was really hard to use, it was ugly, like it looked bad, and I was a design student, so I was kind of like, shit, like I can't do this. So I pulled out of that, and I didn't really realize that how much better Squarespace would be. And my mum had used Squarespace before, and I was kind of like, well, you know, at least I know that they're trustworthy, so I'll go with them. And oh my god, it was such a step up, and it was so like easy to make something beautiful that I was just instantly in love. If you're in university or college or even in high school, they have so many beautiful templates that you can use as like a portfolio, just to get your work out there. Like you could even use it to kind of showcase a side project. Like you can use it for anything. There's a template for everything. You can even change the template so that it's unique to you, and It's just very, very easy to use and it comes out beautifully no matter what. So if you're interested in even just having a go at Squarespace, you can get a free trial at squarespace.com, and then when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Zozzolini, that's ZOZALEENIE, and that will give you 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. And yeah, that's all I have to say. That wraps up my favorites, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. A country town.